saying all of you. How are all of you doing today? I hope you're doing great. Today is Friday. Friday starts with an F. There are lots of words that start with F. The word that we're going to focus on today is follow up. Follow up Friday, follow up Friday. We talk a lot about inviting. And I feel like sometimes we get on power hours and we're just like, okay, go invite. And that's awesome. We have to be inviting, but I bet you there are people that you maybe have invited or have had some interaction with, and we can follow up with those people as well. So let's see if we can find what I want to share, shall we? One never knows if we can find it. Hold on. I got to open it up and then we'll share it. Okay. Here we go. No. Okay. All right. Basic. There we go. All right. Yes or no, we can see this. Yes or no? Let me make sure. I just want this to be a single page. Yeah, thumbs up. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Let me open up the chat to make sure. How's your energy? Is your energy good today? Put a number in the chat, 1 to 10, what your energy is today. 1 to 10. 1 to 10. What's your energy today? Okay. So you know what? Do you know I'm a Scorpio? So I'm very intuitive and I wasn't feeling it. So my spidey sense must be off a little bit today. It must be the weather. My spidey sense is off. I wasn't feeling your energy, but I'm glad you have it. I'm glad you have the energy. Okay, here's where we are. No, this is not the one I want. Y'all, give me a minute. I mean, I thought I had the right one downloaded. Hold, please. You know what you can do. You can be inviting, following up, doing the things. Hold, please. I don't know what happened to that one. That's one that I used for something else. Where is it? Here we go. I apologize on that. All right. I'm not even going to download it and make it fancy and pretty. We're just going to go with it right here. Yes, we can see it. Also, can we please take a moment and appreciate my Mickey Mouse emoji on the screen? I had to work really hard to find that. If we could all just take a moment and maybe smile about it and go, wow, that's cute, Julie. We really appreciate the work that you've put in to making that Mickey Mouse emoji. Thank you. I'm a words of affirmation person. So if I have to ask for it, I will. Okay. So this is one of my favorite quotes from one of my favorite people on the planet. And if I keep putting it out there into the universe, someday I will meet him. The riskiest thing we can do is just maintain the status quo. And I think that's where coaches get sometimes, especially this time of year where we're kind of on that cusp. We're coming off winter. We're going into spring. We're in the middle of not having a launch. A launch is coming. It's not there. We don't know what to do. And we just kind of sit here and it's just status quo. And maybe we hit Success Club or maybe we're sitting at 6 or whatever. And the riskiest thing we can do is just maintain the status quo. That is from Bob Iger. You probably have heard me reference him before. His book is Ride of a Lifetime. I reference him in the book every day, probably at least once a week. And we are here today. We show up on a Friday Power Hour to not be the status quo. That's what the majority of people do. They show up and they live their lives as a status quo. And all of a sudden they get to the end of their lives. They're like, wow, how'd that happen? Where'd time go? So we're showing up today to not be in the status quo. And I want you to think of, we're really going to focus on follow-up today. And I want you to think of yourself being a cast member. So let's read through this, what I've written, because this is where I want you to put your mindset. Think about your invite and your follow-up list as your guests at Disney, and you are the cast member. So you are the person greeting people at the Magic Kingdom, okay? That you are one of the first persons that they see when they walk through those gates of the Magic Kingdom. So you are the person that gets to create a life-changing experience for the people that come into the Magic Kingdom. You already know their stories and you know their pain points because they are similar to yours. You know what they're going through and you know what they need to make incredible memories. You know this because you're a really good cast member. So that's where our mindset is. So you plus Beachbody products are the solution to them. It's there. That's your solution. And you're going to show that to them. So if they buy the annual pass, they buy the Disney Vacation Club, they do all of that kind of stuff. And then they come back. What I want you to look at though, is what I emphasize. You are the solution. You are the conduit to the products and the programs. You are the magic. And I'm going to stop this for a second because I want to share with you. I was on a call this week and I heard one of my trusted mentors from corporate say something, and he says it offhandedly, and he doesn't mean it like necessarily in a negative way, because, well, we don't really have anything, we don't really have anything happening right now. We're just kind of waiting for the launch. And I went, excuse me, we have thousands of programs in Beachbody On Demand. Yes or no in the chat. Are we building a business on a launch, or are we building a business? Are you building a business on a launch? Yes or no? There's only one right answer. You are building a business. And I don't care if there's a launch or not. Have you even gone in to count up the number? There are like 90 yoga workouts in Beachbody On Demand. We don't need a launch to build a business. That's where I think people get caught up. So here you are at the Magic Kingdom and you're welcoming people in. You get to create the experience for them that they're going to go home and rave about. The magic is you. They might go home and go, yeah, that castle was really pretty. I guarantee you, as a Disney person, and many of you probably been there, you go home and go, remember that cast member that when my daughter dropped her ice cream, they went into the parlor and they got her a new one and they brought it back. And that's what you go home and talk about. Remember that cast member when my daughter let go of her balloon and lost it? They went and got her a new one, they brought it. That's you. That's what you do. Who cares about the balloon or the ice cream or the castle? They're amazing. Who cares what program we're launching? The magic is you. Never for 1 second forget that. You are the magic. And the riskiest thing we can do is stay the same. So we are going to work on follow-up first. Our job is to remove all barriers. So think of Disney. What do? They remove all barriers and do everything they can to get you there. Can we make it easy for you to stay on property? Can we make it easier for you to get from your hotel to the park? Can we make it easy for you to walk into the park? Yeah, I just have to have a magic band or my phone. I don't even have to have a paper ticket anymore. How can we remove all barriers? So here are some examples. Would you like to talk today or tomorrow? Let's walk through your card right now. Here's my cell phone. Can I FaceTime you now to show you how I make my shake? Remind them about the product and program you recommend and why. They already have enough decisions. Y'all, decision fatigue is real. We already make enough decisions. What you are doing is creating an amazing experience based on you, and you are an amazing cast member. So you're going to make a strong recommendation in your follow-up to create amazing experience. So for the first 15 minutes, we are not inviting, we are following up. And you can use this phrase right down here. I'm following up about. Okay, who do you follow up with? Every person on the planet that you've ever had an interaction with and ever invited, unless they've said to you, I hate you and please don't ever message me again. If you've gotten that message, then don't message them again. But if they haven't said that to you, you're messaging them. If they've liked your Instagram story, if they've liked your post, if they liked your post 6 months ago, if they liked your post 6 years ago, we are following up. No inviting, only following up. Only following up. Because we forget this is part of building a business too. Because what happens when you leave Disney, I get an email later that says, I hope you had a great time. Here's a survey. Here's a graphic. Here's a something. So this is where we are. And these are some phrases you can use. Any questions whatsoever, put them in the chat. 15 minutes, straight up follow up. Are you ready? Are you excited about this? Does this make your day? Okay, go. Melanie has a great question in the chat. I'm just going to go ahead and answer it out loud so everyone can see it. How would you restart a conversation after you sent the first invite? They saw it, didn't respond. It's not a ghost. Please take that phrase out, because we don't know what's going on in someone else's life. So especially in 2021, we are just extending grace upon grace upon grace upon grace, because we have no idea what's happening in someone else's life. So they didn't respond, period. Cool. You're going to use that phrase right there on the slide. I'm following up about, and you're going to restart the conversation. You're going to say, hey, Sally Joe, I'm following up about, and you're going to go right back into the invite, because we have no idea what was happening in their life when they got that invite the first time. So use that phrase right there. It's very specific and it's to the point. I hope that helps, Melanie. And from now on, we all take the phrase ghosted out of our vocabulary, right? Right. Okay, cool.
I just messaged somebody and I just asked how their day was. I said, how's your day going? They said not bad, that they were spring cleaning. And I said that today was a good day for that because it's rainy here. And then they just asked, it's somebody I've been talking with that's a nail client of mine. And she just said, if I had time, could I send her some pricing? So that's what she said. So that worked. So thank you so much. That's awesome.
You're welcome. Also, y'all, this week, I'm just telling you, this week, that's all I'm going to say. But right now, when it could have happened any other time, we now have landscapers at my house, right outside my window. So you're going to hear my dogs and landscaping. And I'm sorry. And they could have come any other time, except no, they need to come now between 1 and 2. And just please be aware that no one told me they were coming, because I would have said, just come at 2. Oh no, you can hear it. You can hear it begin. So I apologize for that ahead of time. And if it gets too loud, I'll play some music or something to to cover it up, or we'll just have Jesse come up and sing. Okay, keep following up, and then we'll go to the next part. Okay, before we move to the next bit of follow-up in the next situation, does anyone have any questions or anything that they came across that they want to talk about before we move on? Okay, we're cool. We're moving on. Okay, back at it. Here we go. Oh, Lord have mercy, people. Okay, so here we go. Who is on your list? Okay, so these are for if you've had conversations and you're not sure, should I add them to my list? Are they interested? I don't really know. If they say anything like, what exactly does so-and-so do? How many weeks is it? Do you help people? Blah, blah, blah. What ingredients are in it? Yes, I agree. If someone hearts up on your stories, says that's awesome on your stories, likes or sends a thumbs up on your stories, they're on your list. Add them to a collection or maybe make an album. If collections are like, oh, that's too much on my phone, as far as Instagram, screenshot it and make an album on your phone and then go back to them. Remember, these are your guests and you're ready to provide and create an amazing experience for them. So for example, if you were at the Magic Kingdom and you went in a store and you said to a cast member, what exactly does blah, blah, blah do? You're interested and you want more information and they know it. And whether you buy right then or not, they also know if they give you a great experience, you might come back and buy. So these people go on your follow-up list and you want to do everything you can to keep your guests coming through the gates. Do you think that Disney ever stops selling tickets to walk through the gates? Unless there's a pandemic, no. And it's awesome. If you've been 15 times, they're also looking for the person who's been the first time. So we are constantly adding people to our list. So we're going to do two things here for the next 15 minutes. One, use any of these phrases and as your key to get them on your list. And then go back to the first slide with some of those phrases and follow up with them. Two, seek out 5 new connections from larger accounts you follow. So example, go to a follower list of a larger account, someone you follow and really love, and start going through their followers and find someone that matches your vibe. So for example, I love Magic Candle Company. They make Disney scented candles. I'm going to go to their account. I'm going to go through their followers. I'm going to see if there's anyone who matches their vibe. Because just because you love Disney does not mean you have a health and fitness program that you're on, and I can help you. So we're doing two things here. We're adding to our list and we're seeking out some new connections from larger accounts that you follow. That's what we're doing for the next 15 minutes. Questions. Is there a place to copy your training sheets? You know what? I'll put the link in the chat if I can. I'll try and download it while we're working on this too, because I'm absolutely doing this. I'm seeking out this is something that I don't do enough of. I don't seek out connections from accounts that I follow. So I'm going to do this too. And I will download it though. And before I do that, and then I'll put that in the chat. Does that work? I hope so. Okay. So if you have any questions on what by larger account, y'all, by larger account, hold on. Let me talk to you. Look me in the eyes. By larger account, I do not mean Nike, okay? Too big. But if I go to, my Instagram is kind of weird right now because I'm managing 2 accounts. But if I go to Magic Candle Company, Magic Candle Company has 61,000 followers, okay? Magic Candle Company. I love their candles. I buy them all the time. I'm going to go see and I'm just going to start moving around, scrolling. Some people might be, the kind of Disney people I'm talking about. All right. Okay. Those aren't my people. I'm looking for the vibey people, the energy people. All right. All right. So I'm going to go look at them, but they follow Magic Candle Companies. We already have a love of Disney in common. So why not go see, we have something else that we could have in common too. Nike, off limits. Under Armour, off limits. Any of that. Too big. You're looking for something smaller like this that you love. And already another one for me would be this. This is my favorite water, Proud Source Water. They've got 10,000 followers. Okay. A person who's drinking this is also eco-conscious like me and probably health and fitness conscious like me. I need to connect with them. So that's it. What do you love? What do you love that's not Nike? That's where you're going to go make those connections. So you're adding to your list with those phrases that are your cues, and you're also seeking out other connections. Are we good? Sometimes I'm worried that what's in my head doesn't always come out clearly. So I hope it did. If it didn't, just ask it in their chat. Okay, I'll put the screen share back up and try to download it. I want to make sure also that you note what Yolanda said, that if you go to their posts, you'll see who's active on Instagram too. So if I go to Magic Candle Company and I look, there's 7 comments. Those are people that are engaging and active on Instagram. You want those people more than the ones who are just the lurkers. So that's such a great tip. Thank you for sharing that, Yolanda. Okay. We are going to move on to the next little piece because the next little piece might take a little bit of time. And I put the link to my YouTube channel in there, and I do try to put the power hours on there. There's also like a plethora of other stuff on there. So as a ton of Beachbody coaches have their stuff on their YouTube. So feel free to look around. Okay. Let me get back up to everyone. Cool. All right. So follow up, we've done. Add it to your list. We've done. And if you didn't get all the way through, you know that you can work on it this weekend. Your power hour doesn't actually have to just end at 2, just to make sure that we're on the same page. It doesn't actually have to end at 2. You can keep working. So we've done follow-ups. We've added to our list. We're going to seek out connections. Can you please put them outside? And now we're going to move to social media. Okay, let's talk about social media. So we're going to work on 2 to 4 posts that are bold, unapologetic calls to join you. Calls to join you. This is important because Look, eyes on me for a minute. This is super important, that you part, because I want you to think of the last Disney Parks commercial you saw. It probably had pieces from the Magic Kingdom and Star Wars Land and all the stuff, but the focus of the commercial is the family having the experience, not just the castle, not just Star Wars Land, not just Cars Land. What the focus is, the family and the experience and the memories they are creating. Disney as the umbrella. You are the umbrella. You. So when you're crafting your posts, you're inviting to you, which means it's amazing that Shaun T has a new program coming out. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to change lives. You're the magic. You are, not Shaun T. Because as amazing as Shaun T is, and you all know, I know, he's amazing. He's not checking on your people to make sure they worked out. You are. You create the experience for them. So as we're crafting these posts, you have to remember you are the magic. So it does not matter what program is out or not out. You are the magic. You. So now let's think about crafting 2 to 4 posts that are bold, unapologetic calls to action to join you. I said 15 minutes. We don't have 15 minutes. We're going to work on for 10-ish because then we're going to do some other things too. I have these 2 little blocks here with these questions I took from a social media training that my team and I did earlier this week. And I'll put her Instagram handle in the chat so you can go follow her. And she shared some of these questions with us so that you can start asking these questions of your followers to help you craft posts. So if you're in conversation with someone, could you ask them, what do you think would be helpful with your health and fitness journey? I'm working on content for this week. I'm debating on giving my tips for helping a baby get to sleep or healthy eating. What do you think? If you ask people who follow you, they will help you with your content. You don't have to make it up out of your head. And then this post/content planner, you know where I found this? Etsy. Go to Etsy, type in social media content planner, and you can download something for like $3. You can also go to Amazon or Chic Influencer and buy the planners that are created by Beachbody coaches. A planner helps you be cohesive and articulate and have a plan, hence the name planner. So when you're sitting down on a blank piece of paper going, oh my gosh, what am I posting now? These questions will help you do your market research so that you're actually posting content that relates to the people who are following you. And then this content planner, again, I found it at Etsy, and it's just an idea planner, something that will help you keep your social media cohesive. So we're going to work on this for maybe, 5 or 10 minutes. And then we're going to go from there. So I need you writing down ideas, bare bones, skeletons of ideas. And I want you grabbing these questions, putting them in your notes, writing them down, whatever, so that you can use them later. Get into your DMs and say to people that you're in conversation with, hey, I'm working on some content for this week. I'm thinking about healthy tips for low impact exercises or maybe nutrition. What do you think? Let your people tell you. Ask it on polls. Gather your content there. You don't have to make it all up. Yes, no, cool, good. We have no idea what's happening, or we're good. We're good. Okay. Okay. If you're not putting stuff out there, people, you think everybody in the world knows about Disney? Yeah, except they're still advertising because everybody in the world doesn't know about Disney. So if you think that you can put up one post 2 weeks ago and people are going to come running to you, not happening. All the time, every day, value, value, value. How do you find the value? You ask them what they want. Okay, 5 or 10 minutes, start working on this. Elizabeth, I don't know who you are. We can't be friends, Elizabeth. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm going to leave this up. I did put the link in the chat, but screenshot it, do whatever you need to do so you keep these questions. And I'm going to put her Instagram handle in the chat. I want you to go follow this social media trainer for more info too. Okay, so question in the chat is ideas for what type of tips? I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm assuming you mean something like I'm working on content for the week, debating on giving tips for, well, what business are we in? Or what is happening in your life that's relative and important to you? We're in the health and fitness business. So maybe you're debating on giving tips for quick snacks for kids, or healthy eating on the go, or low impact modifications, or the best kind of dumbbells to buy, or how to have a morning routine, or you run out of ideas and you go to the Googs and you type in ideas for content. Marie Forleo, author, speaker Marie Forleo, just posted, and she's got it on her website too, I think, like 365 ideas for content. Google is your best bet, but you also are super smart, probably smarter than you're giving yourself credit for. And all you have to do is connect the dots between what you do and the content you can offer, and then ask them a question. And if you ask 10 people and 6 say, I'd like nutrition tips over fitness tips, then that's what you do. And then the next week you do fitness. It doesn't mean you don't do anything else. It just means they're telling you what they want. You're going to give it to them. Okay, I got to move to the next slide. Here we go. Screenshot that real quick if you need it, but I'll put the slides in the chat again too. Okay, next slide. Here we go. I did it. I moved. I hope you got it. Okay, here we go. We have today, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We have 6 days to hit Success Club. In the chat right now, yes or no, have you hit Success Club or not? In the chat, yes or no? Some of you message me privately. I don't know why you do that. I think it's just an accident. Just make sure you're hitting everyone. Okay, wherever you are, I honor where you are. That's where you are right now. You are on a power hour because you're building a business, not because you're building a hobby. And if you're building a hobby, that's fine, but there's no point for you to be on a power hour because you're not trying to make money. So here you go. There you are. Okay, cool. Now we know. You're on a power hour on a Friday at 1 p.m. my time because you're trying to build a business. Well, that's honestly it's Success Club 10, but Success Club 6, like you got to make sales in a business. You also got to get okay with the word sales. So remind yourself that Success Club 6 is helping 3 families, not just one person. Oh, no. Because if that mom gets Shakeology or energized and gets movement in their life, they are a better parent. So you just help that family. Success Club 6 is helping 3 families. And if you're not doing that, you have a hobby, which is okay, but not why you're showing up on a power hour on a Friday. You're here because you're building a business. 3 people. So revisit old conversations. Maybe you get them on the phone. Maybe you hold up your phone and you take a video of yourself and you send it to them. Anything that is your face to them so they can feel your energy. With kindness and grace, ask people what's holding them back. So the whole ghosty question, we've got to let that go, especially right now. But this last year, 2020 to 2021, we have no idea what's going on in someone's life. No idea. You know, for example, someone could have messaged me on Monday. My 93-year-old mom took a fall in her assisted living home on Monday, hit her head. We're all worried about her. You could have messaged me on Monday. I might not have responded. Not because I'm ghosting you, because I have something else in my life that's happening. You have that too. So do the people you're messaging. You have to remember that now. Grace upon grace upon grace mixed with urgency. Like, we're not here to play around. And the longer they wait, the longer it takes them to get healthy. Correct. We're not the center of people's worlds. I mean, we like to think we are, but it ain't happening. There's other things going on. So we have to, with kindness and grace, ask them what's holding them back. What if they say money and you say, cool, I got a BFF coupon for you. Cool, let's do Just Beachbody on Demand. Cool, let's start with Just Energize. Get them in your ecosystem. Get them in and helping them some way or other. Show excitement, emphasize what's in it for them. The best way to do that is video. So that's why I suggest you get them on the phone or make a video, do a video message, because then they can feel it. Simon Sinek said this quote this morning, came through my inbox this morning, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to share this with you. What good is having a belly if there's no fire in it? Wake up, drink your passion. I call that energize. Light a match and get to work. Get to work. Do the work. Do your program, get results, drink your shake, drink your energize, drink your water, get your sleep, send your invites, do your follow-ups, do the work to build a business so you can change families' lives. That's what we're here to do. That's why you showed up on a Friday Power Hour. That's what Success Club is. It's a business metric. It's not a statement on your character. It is a business metric. You're running a business. So for the next 1 minute, then we'll come back at the end and we'll come back together. For the next 1 minute, do something right now to catch up. Send a video message, send an invite, do another follow-up, write your post, something. Right now, right now. Nancy, I wouldn't say that because that implies it's about you. I would say, what's holding you back? And what questions can I answer? I wouldn't say, is there any reason why you wouldn't join me right now? They might say, well, I don't like you. They wouldn't say that. But like it's not about you. It's about them. What's holding you back? What questions can I answer? What information can I offer? How else can I help? What other value can I offer you? What's in it for them? What's in it for them? 1 minute. Something you need to catch up on. Wendy Martin, that's a great question. This is a different question. Normally I would say one account, but it looks like you've got two separate businesses here. However, two accounts is a lot to manage. And I'll tell you that on the social media training we just had on Wednesday, someone asked this very question, but they were asking more like personal and fitness, which no. And Kayla said her answer to that question was, it seems so strange, but you add one other Instagram account and like your workload exponentially increases. And I am here to verify that. I added another Instagram account this week for the group that I run, Project 100. And it's like I added 15 Instagram accounts. I don't know why, just one more. And so it will give you more work. Do you have time to do both and do them both well? If so, cool. Or do you need to hire them out? Okay, cool. Are you going to do two Instagram accounts and half-ass them? Or are you going to do one and like really make it so solid and valuable? Because couldn't you take a picture of you with your jewelry holding an energized cup? Couldn't you? Couldn't you take a picture of you like holding your Shakeology and like fingering your cute earring that you made? I don't know because I don't know your accounts, but I just know sometimes when we spread ourselves so thin, we don't do a good job on any of it. And if you combined it, you might slay that one and really offer some value. So that's kind of something you're going to have to assess yourself and figure that out. Okay, that was my last little bit. And I know, you know what? I know some of you, I had some other stuff to share. We've just run out of time. I don't know where the time goes, where'd the hour go? And I know some of you show up, like I have people that show up on calls that have newborn babies and kids running around and stuff going on at their house. And we also sometimes have people that show up on calls when it's their birthday, like Toy showing up because it's her birthday, and they're showing up because their dreams and their goals are worth it. Their dreams and their goals are worth it. It's not like the work is worth it. No, my friends, you are worth it. You are worth it. You are the magic, not the program, not the product, not the business. The business is awesome. You are the magic. You are the conduit. You are the connector between all of that. Invite to you because you will change someone's life, just like someone changed yours. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to turn some music on. You're going to dance and we're going to take a boomerang. Except let's listen to Nick Jonas because he's cute. Go get Nick Jonas's new album. So good. Okay. I'll do a boomerang. Okay, you ready? Like, do something cute. Be cute. Be cutie. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. I'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll be into April. Maybe we'll be outside by then. Let's hope. All right? 2 weeks. Go crush it this weekend.